you've been in Playboy magazine and things like that. How did that come about?
It's crazy, right? I mean, honestly, 2 years ago, if somebody told me that I'll be on Playboy and I'm doing all these things and traveling the world and connecting with all these amazing people, I would be like, you're crazy, you know? But you just have to believe. Like, you just have to wake up in the morning and tell yourself, like, this is what I want to be, and then dream big, you know? Because anything's possible. It's crazy, like, all the things that we've achieved.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yo, this is Leo Black exclusively at Dame Dash Studios, and this is the Leo Black Show.
Yo, my name is Leo. We at Dame Dash Studios, and this is the Leo Black Show. And today's special guest is Cindy Suzuki.
What's up? How are you guys? How are
Yo.
you?
I'm doing great now that you're here. Yeah, so, I mean, I just wanted to talk about you, everything you have going. Obviously, like you're an influencer. You have a big following. I mean, you do modeling, you do fashion, health and wellness. So how did it start? I want to know from the beginning till the latest what's happening now.
All right, I'll do the short version of my story. Basically, all my life I'm really into anti-bullying because I've been bullied all of my life. And so fitness has been huge for me because I think, trying to build yourself and be strong is so helpful to not let people, like push you around and take advantage of you. So that's how it started. I wanted to do bodybuilding, trying to get myself to be strong so that way I don't let people like kicking me around anymore. And that helped. And I noticed that that was motivating other people to be stronger too, So, yeah. And I think people are starting to, a lot of people are following me because it's relatable, Like, a lot of people, it's hard. Like, you're watching TV, you're watching movies, and you're like, I'm not good enough, And it's all about loving yourself. And I know it's easier said than done, but honestly, you just have to work on yourself like every day. It's a daily thing. And I really feel like I tell a lot of young people that just don't watch the media, and social media is so hard, right? Like, even for me, when I watch social media, I'm like, damn, like, I'm not it makes you feel like you're not enough, right? But
That's facts.
right,
I mean, it's just like social media shows perfection, and we all have these imperfections. I mean, nobody's perfect, but everybody is displaying, the perfect angle, the perfect situation that they're in, things that are not real. So it's important that, when people look at social media or even listen to, music or watch movies, that it's not real, it's entertainment. Real. So it's important that you're able to distinguish those two. I mean, but you've shown that you've been able to do, really things on a whole different scale, as far as like modeling. You've been in Playboy magazine and things like that. How did that come about?
It's crazy, right? I mean, honestly, 2 years ago, if somebody told me that I'll be on Playboy and I'm doing all these things and traveling the world and connecting with all these amazing people, I would be like, you're crazy, But you just have to believe. Like, you just have to wake up in the morning and tell yourself, like, this is what I want to be, and then dream big, because anything's possible. It's crazy, like, all the things that we've achieved.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's content. So that was Playboy Australia, was it?
I did Playboy Slovakia was the cover, and then Playboy Australia, FHM, Maximum's like, it's a lot of stuff. And it's honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to do that like in a year, But like I said, anything's possible,
That's facts. And I mean, what's your favorite issue? I mean, you feel if you could recommend like the one issue, whether it's Playboy or Maxim, what would be your issue? So people go get. This is a must read.
Honestly, I wish I can just tell people where to get my stuff, but like Slovakia, you can. It's really like only in Slovakia, so you have to go to Slovakia to get it. which sucks. But I think if you Google Playboy Slovakia winter edition, you are actually able to read my interviews and everything. But it's in Slovakia, so you can't read it. So
that's still dope, though. I mean, you're making foreign moves. I mean, that's insane. And like your Instagram following, of course, that's huge. You have like close to 500,000 followers. How is your audience?
I have people following me for fitness advices and workouts, and then I also have people who are following me for the modeling content. And now that I'm doing a lot more of the acting, I have a lot of actors and actresses that follows me too, which is really cool. And people, producers, directors who are trying to create new movies and contents, and it's a lot of fun. Like YouTubers, that's what I'm trying to get into now. It's exciting.
That is exciting for someone out there who wants to get into acting or wants to be a published model, or influencer even. What would you recommend? What are the steps that you can give them as an advice?
I'm actually trying to figure that out myself still, because I don't have an agent, and I've been basically doing everything freelancing, and I would love to have an agent for a commercial and like do more of that, but it's just a lot of hustling. I think just doing things by yourself, and then if people recognizes you, then I feel like you're perfect agents and everybody will come to you. But for now, I'm doing everything by myself.
That's dope. I mean, and so you're like your own machine, obviously. You're independent. That's everything that Dame teaches here at Dame Studios. Artists being independent, being raw, uncut, unfiltered. So do you feel like you have more leverage that way because you don't have an agent in your ear like, hey, you got to have this image, or you got to look like this, or you got to feel like this, or act like this.
Yeah.
You don't have that. So now you're just able to be you, totally transparent. And how does that feel?
I love that because I don't have anybody that's telling me like you need to pay attention more into this or do this or your character is this. It's like if I want to do more fitness things, I can do it. If I want to do more acting, I can do that. And it's like I'm free to do whatever I want to. And I hear that a lot of agents will kind of give you some specific jobs that is more towards your your industry, and it's like I don't want to be in a box. Like I want to think outside of the box and do things that other people aren't doing, which is so much more interesting to me. So, I mean, that's how we met too. It's like I was just kind of doing my own thing, and then we just met and we clicked. It's been super fun after that.
That's facts. Yeah. I mean, we have a music video on the way, and that's starring Cindy Suzuki.
Is that on the DL, or does people know that it's coming out?
Yeah, it's that. Well, now they know. If we haven't broke it before, we're breaking it here on the Leo Black Show.
I'm so excited about that. Yeah, it's gonna be so
Leo
cool.
Black busted. Cindy's the main in that video. I mean, and it's obvious as well. I mean, you really put it off. And how did you get so comfortable in front of the camera?
I don't know. I still don't know. People always ask me that. They're like, "Aren't you shy to, like, get naked in front of the camera?" But honestly, it's like that's who I am. I have no shame in like showing skin. I don't know. It's crazy, but it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun shooting that.
Dope. And I mean, where does that confidence come from?
I mean, like I said, like when I did the bodybuilding thing, you're in a bikini, showing like your muscles and everything to a bunch of people, right? And it's like. You just get used to it. It's something that you just have to keep practicing, I think, like, and just don't judge yourself. I think that's the biggest thing. We're always in our head, and it's like once you're out of your head, you're good. Like, stop worrying about what other people are thinking about you, Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's big facts.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be your biggest fan. I mean, yourself. Anyone who hasn't met Cindy Suzuki until now, where can they find your stuff?
The easiest way to get to me is on Instagram. It's Cindy Suzuki _. You can DM me. I usually get back to all of my fans on DM, so yeah, you can get back to me on that. Hopefully, I'm going to start a YouTube channel soon, and yeah, see me on the music video.
Any projects you want to announce?
I have a couple more music videos coming up, so all of my infos, I usually put it on my stories on Instagram. So yeah, follow me on Instagram.
Yo, this is the Leo Black Show, and this is my special guest for the day, Cindy Suzuki.
Nice to see you guys. Thank you.